Welcome back to World Energy Television. I'm Alex Maddox, and continuing our on-camera dialogue with the exhibitors here at NAPE 2008, the George R. Brown Convention Center. I'm joined by one of those very exhibitors, a long-time man in the industry. Forrest Hogland, Chairman and CEO of C1, joins us to kind of share his insight. Forrest, let's talk about you a little bit. And where did you get your start? It's not true that you were born on an oil rig, was it?
No, not born on an oil rig, but I worked with Exxon for 21 years. Left that and became president of Texas Oil and Gas in Dallas, which was a very fast-growing, very active independent. Left that and went to Enron Oil and Gas, which is now EOG Resources, probably one of the most successful companies out there. I was chairman and CEO of that for 12 years, left the day we got it out of Enron, and since then I've gone on to a lot of other fun energy ventures, including C1 Maritime Corp.
Now, are we here at NAPE this year to visit with old friends, or do you have some prospects that you're looking into, or maybe some prospects?
A little bit of both, but just basically to make a lot of contacts, to see a lot of people. Look at some. I'm chairman of Forest Oil, too, up in Denver, so we've got a booth here. Still own a lot of stock in EOG, so I kind of like to talk to them too. So anyway,
man, spread out thin there.
Just a great time, yeah.
Now, am I to hear you have some new technology for something LNG like, or?
That's right. C1 Maritime Corp has got a way of liquefying natural gas that's much different than the way it's done traditionally. In fact, we've trademarked it as LNG Light, like Bud Light. It involves liquefying gas at a much lower temperature with some pressure, but more importantly it has a solvent in it like propane, which forms the prettiest, clearest liquid. It uses very little energy to do it. You end up selling more gas, it's more economic, and it's really going to be good for the smaller reserves. There's a lot of stranded gas around the world. Needs to be brought to market. We can't fill the market here in the U.S. with our own production. We need LNG, and we need to bring these other sources of LNG in too. Same is true in Europe, same is true in Asia. So we think this technology is going to really be something that can make a major, major contribution to gas supplies.
What is the importance of something like this to the industry itself?
Well, it's just going to bring a tremendous amount of gas that's now what we call stranded. LNG takes enormous reserves to be able to justify it economically, so there are a lot of smaller fields as you come down, and these don't have a rapid and ready solution right now. And we think C1 Maritime Corp with their LNG Light can well be that solution. So that will bring a lot of gas to a very, I guess, starving market in some places.
So what are your plans?
Well, we just have completed all the design. This is a technology that actually was known for a long time. Just nobody ever put any commercial applications to it. So we are just at the point of being ready to roll this out. We've got the design completed. We've got basically the ships approved where we can go to building. So we're now looking for that first kind of, project to really get it rolling.
What area are you focusing on?
Well, it's really wherever the stranded reserves are. I mean, that can be in Africa, it can be Australia, it can be Trinidad, Venezuela, almost any country where you have gas that cannot be marketed, basically because it's not economic now. We think with our technology we can make it economic.
Now, do you think that the citizens here in the United States are giving enough focus on domestic production?
Well, on domestic production, that's not what we're doing. We're bringing it from overseas, either into the U.S., like LNG comes in, or to Europe or to Asia. This is a worldwide kind of a way of bringing gas in. So, but there isn't any question we need the gas in the United States to augment what we can produce domestically.
Now, anything that you'd want to share with us that we might not know about yet? Any kind of exciting news on that?
That's all just within the company itself right now.
What about for you, Mr. Hogland?
Well, I think this really can be a giant thing that is very, very needed. It's much more energy efficient. much more environmentally beneficial because we use probably only about 1/3 of the energy that is used in other ways of bringing this gas around, and it's more economical. And of course, environmentally, the more gas we get, the better off we are. So it's you know, everything's in the right direction.
I'm Alex Maddox. Stay tuned. We'll have more on-camera dialogue from NAPE 2008 here in Houston, Texas at the George R. Brown Convention Center. We'll be back right after this break.